Hey, what's up, guys? It doesn't want to find my face. It goes dark and light and dark and light. It's quite irritating. Hey, what's up? It's not normal here. It's been a while. How are my paranormies doing? Hopefully well. It's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Drinking a Miller Lite. Enjoying a black and mild. Shh, don't tell nobody. Anyway, just wanted to touch base with everybody. We're on the eve of a new year, 2021. Hopefully it finds everybody well. Maybe a better year than 2020 was. Definitely for me personally, I need a better year than I had. 2020 was very trying for me. I experienced a lot of anxiety and depression that I've never experienced before. So I've had to deal with that a lot. Deal with not working. At first, it was like a blessing in disguise. I took it as I got to spend a lot of extra time with my child, and it was. But then, the money ran out, times got tough. Thankfully, I did have, some help from and assistance from the state that I'm in. So I was able to, just like barely get by and barely make it. I can't imagine how a lot of people were dealing with it. If they just, lost all kinds of income and means of purchasing food and toiletries and things. So in one sense, it was a very tough year for me, but in another sense, I feel like I was still very blessed because I'm not homeless, and I always had food to put on the table for me and my daughter. So very thankful about that. Just wanted to talk a little bit to you guys. I have a couple of videos just waiting to upload, but excuse me, that's that beer. The editing software stuff I was using was just like on a demo version. And when I went to upload my last video, and it's like my part 2 of the Ronnie Van Zant cemetery and the spirit box with him, it said, your demo version's over, you need to purchase. And of course it was, when funds were very low, and I was like, oh crap. So, just like anything else in life, it takes money to make money. So when I thought I was going to be able to take advantage of this time and, spit out videos and maybe try to start this dream of mine of, getting out there and exploring and stuff, it 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 proved to be, like just as difficult, because if I didn't have the funds to do it, the means to do it, then I was by myself. And, as much fun as that sounds, I just can't put myself in danger and go out there by myself just to make videos for YouTube as much as I want to. I just can't, because I gotta think, I'm a single mom, so I gotta be smart, and I just can't go out there by myself and put myself into unknown situations. So trying to find somebody who is into this also to, go out there with me to explore and blah, blah, blah. That's difficult in its own. So especially, people that don't have like ulterior motives of why they're going with you. So there's still quite a few places that I want to do, that I should be able to do soon. Sorry, pause, because the maintenance guys were driving by picking up all the dead tree limbs I had put at the little curb for them to pick up. So that's good. But anyway, So, there's many places that I plan on doing soon that I can do by myself. Like I said, I do have a couple videos already made that one I need to just upload, and one I need to go through and edit and upload. So here's another thing about the editing of the videos. I need a good pair of headphones so that I can listen to see if I catch anything as far as EVPs go. So I'm working on that because this is the first time I've ever done any of this. So I did purchase a pair of headphones. I think they were Philips or something. But when you put them on the laptop and go to listen, it's not good sound quality. You can't pick up anything. So ended up just passing them on to my daughter. So I've asked around trying to find out, what brand is good. So I guess for me, it's just going to be trial and error because I haven't heard anything. If anybody has any advice, that would be great. Trying to pick, if I find out that people edit videos, even listening to music, I'm picking their brains. What what are you using? What kind of equipment do you use? One of my friends' husband is a DJ, so it's like, what headphones do you use? And so it's just trial and error. Another thing is, I kind of feel, because I watch a ton of ghost hunting videos on YouTube, so I watch a lot of YouTubers. I feel like when I'm watching the video and when they pop up on the bottom of the screen, what the EVP says, I feel like if you read it and then you hear it, then of course you think that's exactly what you're hearing. So right now I'm kind of indifferent. I'm like, do I put the words up on the bottom of my videos? Because I don't, it's almost like subliminal messages. Do you want, is that what majority wants? Do they want to hear what I think I hear? Or do you want it left blank and you make the determination of what you think you hear? So I'm, battling against that right now. Just there's just it's I thought, oh yay, I want to do videos on YouTube, and I thought it was just going to be so easy, and turns out it's not. There's a lot that comes with it. There's a lot that it entails. So yeah, I mean, for you YouTubers that are putting it out there and editing, and man, you guys are the bomb, because that's hard. That's hard work. It's got to be a lot of work, and I realize that. Um, with the current situation, I'm looking to go. I've been job hunting, been putting my resume back out there because I'm gonna have to get back out there and work. When I originally left a full-time job, it was just because I wanted to, just try to get something part-time, so that way I had a lot of time to do these videos and stuff. And then the COVID hit, and so that kind of put everything on damper. And then, I thought after, because we kind of, the lockdown kind of raised back in, it was around August or September. Um, and I thought, oh, okay, so I'm gonna get back at it. But like I said, it takes money to make money, and to do things, and definitely to make videos and to get out there and go places. There's bed and breakfasts that I want to go to. There's all kinds of things that I want to do, but I know I have to have some funds in order to be like, hey, let me explore your place, and I can compensate you for it. So there's, it's a lot. So of course, I'm thinking, oh, I gotta go back to work. Um, Hopefully I find something that I, really love, because, nobody likes to have to work somewhere that they don't want to be at every day. So all I can say is, pray for me that I find something that, pays the bills and gets me out there so that I can do some videos, and start living my dream, because it's just my dream to explore and get out there. So I'd like to find like-minded people so that I can maybe find some people that I can explore with. But yeah, and I'm going to say this right now. Sorry for all the ums. My daughter would definitely comment about it, but I can't help it. Sometimes that's the only word I know. So, what else? Let me take a quick little sip break. I don't know if you guys want me sipping on camera. Like, it's New Year's Eve, It's just beer. Beer. So, how's everybody else surviving? Hopefully, everybody made it through. If you lost any loved ones, my condolences to you and your family, because that is unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate. I am outside because it's a beautiful day. It's about mid-70s. We're not even supposed to get too cold tonight, so that's nice. I just got my hair pulled up, and it would be nice, to start making some money again. So I miss getting my hair done. I have all kinds of grays, so that hasn't been done in a while. My eyebrows could use a little touching up. Yeah, it sucks being broke. I'll definitely give you that. It sucks being broke. I don't like it. Can't do it. Like I said, been getting a little bit of help from the state, but it's not enough for anything extravagant. It barely keeps you alive. Barely. But, I'm just turned 44 this year. Back in November, I'm not going to say a date or anything, and I will say that it was a very, very rough day. Everybody but maybe a handful of people, and when I say handful, I mean literally a handful of people. Handful, you like that ring? That's a badass ring. Handful of people remembered my birthday. Everybody else, I didn't hear nothing from. So that day is already hard for me, for personal reasons that I won't get into right now. But it's already tough. But then when you realize nobody knows when your birthday is, if Facebook doesn't tell them, it's kind of like a knife through your chest, wrenching in your heart. So, but I made it through. 2020 opened my eyes to who I could really, really, truly rely on as a friend and who I can't. So I think I have like one friend, one true friend that I can count on, and that's it. Anybody else, just not, just, you, the smartest thing you can do is never to rely on anybody else. You are your only supporter. If I can't teach anybody anything, it is don't rely on anybody, because you will get hurt in the end. I went to the doctor to get some moles removed, and ended up having skin cancer, and dealt with that. It's good now. It's out, but now, you just have to be checked on a biannually basis forever. So, that could be worse. It's not that bad, but that was a little shocking. Did that by myself. Dealt with the anxiety and depression all year by myself. So yeah, I mean, it's been a tough year. It's been eye-opening. But then, I try to sit back and think of all the things that I should be grateful for, that I am grateful for. So I definitely, reflect on that, and uh, am very grateful that I'm here still, and that for 2021 I have the chance to still do exactly what I want to do. And it's going to be to start, exploring and making videos for you guys. Um, so much stuff still happens right in our house. My daughter's like, oh, you should record all that. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm not recording every little noise I hear in our house, because for me, as soon as I hear it, I'm like, oh no, that could be, that thing, or that could be that. So it's just, I don't know. I want to go elsewhere and explore and, find things. So, um, tons of, tons of, a list of places where I want to go and what I want to do. It's just executing them and actually getting out there to do them. So I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna be there one day. Um, I need to get this hair done though. It's crazy, crazy long. It needs to be trimmed at least. I'm not ready to cut it yet. I do that though. I mean, I've always had long, then short, then long, because my hair grows very well. So there's no, if you cut it, it'll never grow back. No, not with my hair. Um, so what else? I'm just trying to think of some other things to share with you guys for 2020. We're moving on once we salute this year out, that's it. That's it. We'll be moving on to the new year, and guess what? There's no looking back, guys. There's no looking back. We can't we can't look back. If, that's another thing. If I've learned anything, I've learned, once you make the decision and it's executed, whether it was the results you thought or you wanted, can't change it. So if you harp on it, it just, it eats at you in the inside. And I allowed that to happen at the beginning of the year for some decisions that I had made. And for months, I let it eat at me and eat at me, and there was nothing I could do, because I had already executed it, and it was already done. I couldn't take it back. So it literally was like eating at me. And that started the anxiety, and then the depression set in. So you can't, you have to, okay, accept it, accept that you made the decision, accept that it didn't go how you wanted it, but then move on and know and learn from, and I don't want to say mistakes, because every decision you make isn't a mistake, especially just because it doesn't go the way you expected. It's not a mistake. It's just, it wasn't right for you. That wasn't where you're meant to be. But I guarantee you, eventually, the path you step on and go down is going to lead you exactly where you're supposed to be and where you need to be. So, if anybody learned anything from this year, then know that, we at least, I'm not going to make any of the mistakes that I made again. I know this is my passion, this is what I want to do, but I also know that it's not paying my bills. So, I have to go and get a job, and I'm going to have to go work a regular job until I can get back on my feet and get ahead, and then go from there and see, The dog's, back there just pretending like she's barking at the wind. She's, I'm gonna flip you around. Say hi. What are you barking at? Hers just turned 1 year on Christmas Eve. That's my baby Sunflower. She's 1 year. And that makes them, 7 in dog years, I think. If that's still somewhere, I thought I heard that that's not true anymore, but I don't know. But anyway, she just turned a year. She's a sweet girl. But other than that, Christmas was, was not normal this year, but it wasn't bad. Had food on the table. My daughter had a couple of presents to open from, some friends that are really, really good friends who take care of me and my daughter. So, thank gosh for them. But yeah, I'm ready to call it a year and just move forward. Not claiming 2021 because I ain't saying it's going to be the greatest year, but I'm definitely going to move on. I definitely know, what I want to do. Tons of places I want to go, and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to do it. I'm going to get this done. It's time to explore. I want to explore the whole world. I want to travel. So, and because I got to find out where I'm going to end up forever, because I'm a traveler. I get very restless, and it seems like I don't want to be anywhere too long. That's how I kind of always feel. So, definitely gonna get out there. But I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes. It's been a rough year, I'm telling you. But I also personally have, the YouTubers that I watch, because it's funny when you watch them, you feel like you know them, you feel like you're on a personal level with them. So, a lot of times just watching my favorite YouTuber or my favorite ghost hunters, just watching them, gets me through the hour, the day. Sometimes that's all you can do is take it hour by hour. And I know many days, that's what I did, I took it hour by hour. I can guarantee you. So, I'm telling you, it was rough. I like the way my daughter did my eyes. Looks good. Look at all that gray. See all that? All that's gray. This is almost like a streak of gray right here. I sent my hairdresser, my Polly. She's the best hairdresser ever. I sent her a picture of that, and I was like, look, I've been like, I look like I've been in a horror movie, and I have the streak of gray from being traumatized. She just laughed. She said, whatever. Whenever you're ready, come see me. But that's how I feel. I feel like I'm the girl from, what was it, Nightmare on Elm Street, or I think it happened in The Poltergeist. Yeah, I feel like that's me. I've been traumatized, which, I probably have. My life hasn't been the easiest. But it's been interesting. Oh, and I would like to, on a sad note, just want to give a shout out to my cousins. I would say from Vegas, but only one of them is in Vegas now. The other is in Mississippi, and the other is in Texas. but my 3 cousins who lost their grandmere the day after Christmas, I believe. So I just want to, give a shout out to them, and thinking of you, and hugs and kisses. And I'm so sorry that you lost your grandmere. She was a great woman. I'm glad I got to meet her. Got to meet her a couple of years ago. Oh my gosh, it's been more like 6, maybe a little over 6 years now, when I went to Vegas. I was born in Vegas, from Vegas, but I grew up in Florida. So 6 years ago, I thought, I wanted to go back to Vegas and see all my relatives that are still there. And so very grateful that I did that and got that time with all, cousins and aunts and uncles. So, but a shout out to them, and I love you, and I'm always thinking of you guys, and I miss you so much. So if you watch this, love you. Back to hopefully back to work for me this week coming up. Crossing fingers that I find something and the kiddo goes back to school and we can just get back onto a normal routine, because as much as I feel restless and like to travel and stuff, you gotta be, if nothing but for the kids' sake, you have to be on some kind of routine and structure for them. But for the most part, my kid has done well. This was her freshman year in high school. So she started out in virtual, and then it went hybrid, and then she went back to school into the classroom. But still, I mean, it's an adjustment for them. Started bus riding at the end of last year, at the end of her last year, and then this year she's been a trooper and been bus riding. So that was a lot of the anxiety for me, was because my baby was on a bus now for the first time ever. So that was hard, but we did it. And she'll go back to her, and I think they're on the third 9 weeks now, and before we know it, she'll be done with this school year, and we'll be on to the next. So just I hope everybody is just, yes, we can think about how bad the year was, because it was. There ain't no doubt about it. My daughter's a mess. The dog was wanting in, so I paused it so she could go in. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I just wanted to say Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's. I hope to see you so much more on 2021. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm trying to build my subscriber base, my fan base. If you're a paranormie, if you know a paranormie, please share this with them. I promise you, eventually my videos are just going to be, just epic. They're going to be awesome. I have 2 in the waiting. They're going to be so good. I have so many places I want to go. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that way you'll know when something new is uploaded. You can be notified. You can watch it immediately. If you like the content, please give it a like. Please share it with your friends. Please share it with your Facebook, your Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Love you guys. If you are here and you are one of my subscribers, I love you. Thank you for supporting me thus far. It's a new road, but it's going to be a long, adventurous, fun. We're going to have good times. I love you guys. Peace out. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. 2020 is finally almost over. Freak yeah. Love you guys. Bam.